So, back in 1980, you joined the Sisters of Charity, and I know faith has been a big part of your life. Can you explain to me just a little bit what exactly Sisters of Charity is?
Um, excuse me. Sisters of Charity are Roman Catholic religious women, commonly known as nuns. They're an organization in the Catholic Church, and the Sisters of Charity in particular were a congregation founded in Halifax, and they've been in existence here since 1849, and they're involved in various works in the church and in the community at large, involved in social service, pastoral work, and education has also been a big part of their service and ministry.
Was there a process for you to join the sisters? And if so, what was that process that it took for you to join?
There is a process. Typically, the individual undergoes psychological assessment as well as home study. If the individual is accepted for membership, they would still spend a candidacy year in which they would live with a group of sisters in a house, a convent or a house. And if after a year the congregation and the individual feels that they want to proceed, there is a ceremony and an acceptance into the novitiate. And the novitiate is a time in which one is involved in intense spiritual formation, after which one is involved in various ministry experiences, prayer, and community life or community living, and at the end of which the individual would make vows and would make first vows or first profession and become a member of the congregation.
You mentioned earlier, and you, with being a African Nova Scotian, have you noticed over the years there being any difference in the acceptance or just an increase of the number of African Nova Scotians joining the Sisters of Charity?
I was and continue to be the only African Nova Scotian member of my particular congregation. And at the time when I entered the community in Canada, there wasn't any other Canadian woman of African descent. I would say, however, that over the years, and certainly since my membership with the congregation, that there has certainly been heightened awareness and growth in understanding and desire to be of service and to a diverse population.
What would you say is your proudest accomplishment over your lifetime, if you had to pick one?
I would say probably the opportunity to visit the continent of Africa, and more recently to be able to be of service or to volunteer my services in Africa, in Lesotho.
Okay, well, thank you very much, Jolaine. I've really appreciated your time.
You're most welcome.